Perhaps your relationship with your partner it's not going so well, and you think it's the one to blame. But over time you realize that other relationships that you also build are not going so well, and you start to think that the whole world is against you. It is better to stop thinking with this paranoid mentality and start thinking about what could really be happening. Maybe the problem in any relationship is you. How can you identify this? Number one, you put yourself first all the time. If you can't recall any instance where you let your partner to get away with something, then you have to know that you are the problem in the relationship. You should take a step back and work to change this bad behavior, because no relationship of yours will survive if you continue to be selfish all the time. Number two, he does or she does everything. If you want to be the boss, but all you do is just to sit back and wait for your partner to do everything for you, and you've been so busy asking him or her to do all of the things, you haven't noticed that in a way, this can cause a lot of frustration and make your partner feel used. So that could lead to the ending on any type of relationship you form. Number three, you just apply this manipulation tactic of the silent treatment. If after a heated argument, you are the type of person that ignores your partner instead of talking about how you felt, that would just cause a lot of distance, especially emotional distance. Number four, you do not commit. All healthy and successful relationships involve commitment. If you don't want to commit, that relationship has an expiration date. There are things that you should never sacrifice for your partner, such as your personal space or your professional life. But if you really love the other person, you can find a way to balance between your needs and theirs. And you can find a common ground for you to be satisfied inside of the relationship. And lastly, you don't notice when you're wrong. Admitting that you're wrong is another thing. But before you get to that point, you will first have to admit that you made a mistake. If you don't, that's a big problem. Chances are that you've made a mistake in your relationship more than once, and you didn't realize that that may cause your partner to secretly harbor a grudge against you. In this sense, it is better that you pause and consider the times you had an argument, and you didn't, or you thought and said something that could hurt your partner and you did not apologize for it. If you hurt your partner even unintentionally, then you have to be brave enough to admit it and ask for forgiveness. That is a step to rebuild trust and strengthen the relationship and your emotional bond.